Hello and welcome to the MSTAR training session to prepare class-wise timetable. Before you could start this activity, make sure that the subsession bell timings are entered and the respective class sections have been associated with the respective subjects and the school facility is also defined. So let us see the steps to define the class section wise timetable. Click on the button MSTAR and select Module Scheduler. The name of the module appears on the main screen, which means that you are now working in the Scheduler module. Click on the button Activities and select the screen Class Section Wise Schedule. As the screen opens, click on the academic year and select the current academic year. Click on the session and select the session for which timetable needs to be created from the list of sessions. After this, select the subsession for which the timetable needs to be prepared. After this, click on the box next to the class and select the class name for which the timetable needs to be scheduled. After this, click on the box next to the section and select a section for entering the timetable. After selecting the section, click anywhere in the grid below and the grid for entering the timetable will appear in the lower section of the screen. The section of the screen is showing us the days of the month as applicable to the selected class and session, and it is showing us the period numbers. The days and the period numbers are coming from the subsession as we defined. After this, click on the options available next to the employee grid and we can see there are 4 options available. The class specific employee will display those employees who are associated to any of the activities to any of the class sections of the selected class in the HRMS module academic responsibility or even through the scheduler module. The class section specific employee will display the list of the employees who have been associated in the scheduler or the HRMS module to any activity to the selected class section only. Teaching employee, as mentioned, will display all the teaching employees only and all employees will be displayed irrespective of the staff type teaching or non-teaching if all employee option is selected. So, if we are making the timetable for the first time, we have to select the teaching employee because this will display the list of all the employees who are teaching in the school. Now we have selected the employees for selection and association to the class section. Let us display the subjects so that we can link the employee and the subject to the class section. So for showing the list of subjects, click on the box next to the activity type and you will see the 2 options, academic and non-academic. To add the academic subjects, click on the academic option and the section activity will show the list of all the academic subjects associated to the class section. Now let us add the employee and the subject to the period in the class section. So click on the employee name and then click on the box next to the show all activity and then select an activity. So now the employee is selected and the activity is selected. After this, to associate this employee with an activity to the class section period number 1 on Monday, click on the A button which is available in the period number 1 against Monday. As you click on the A button, the message appears that first English recitation, which is the subject, needs to be allocated as an official activity to Alpana Ahuja, which is the employee name. Then the period can be scheduled. Do you want the system to automatically allocate the activity and continue with the scheduling? Click yes. This message basically means that first the employee has to be allocated the subject as his or her official activity in the HRMS module. In case the same is not done, in the academic responsibility screen in the HRMS module, the same is done automatically through the scheduler module. So only when we click yes on this message, this employee will get linked to the subject and will get scheduled for this class section. So click yes and you will see that the subject along with the name of the employee will appear in the first box of the grid which we selected earlier. So this is Monday first period which is being now taken by Alpana Ahuja for English recitation for class section Nursery B B1. In case Alpana Ahuja also takes other periods for the same day or any other day, then repeat the steps. Click on the employee name again. Click on the subject and click on the button A on any other period and day. A in the grid means association and C in the grid means clear and V would mean view. So by A we mean that we are associating the employee and the subject to the period number, and by C if we click we can clear the association that we have just done. Now another thing to note here is that once we add the employee and the subject to the grid, the employee section gets updated with the free periods or the busy periods of the selected employee. For example, for the employee Alpana Ahuja, who is now scheduled for 3 periods in the class section Nursery B B1, will show the free periods in these sections. Monday free period, since the first period of Monday for the teacher has been scheduled, so the Monday free period is not showing us period number 1, which means that this employee is now not available for Monday first period. Similarly, she is also assigned Tuesday second period. So again, in the row of the employee, in the Tuesday free period column, it is not showing us the second period against the employee name. So this way, we can come to know that which employee is free in which period and which day. Now, let us add another employee to this class section for another subject. Click on any other employee and the free periods of the employee also gets updated and displayed in the grid. Now this employee is not again free in the second period as can be seen from the free period details. So let us associate this employee to any other period. The employee name is selected and now we click on the other subject and we associate the new employee to any other period and day. Again, since this employee is also not associated any activity in the academic allocation, so the official activity of the employee is being automatically updated. Click on the yes and the new employee with the activity as selected gets allocated for the selected period. Again, repeat the steps if required for other period. So this way, you can continue and keep selecting other employees and other activities as required. In case you want to filter the academic activities with the non-academic activities, select the non-academic activities and then the non-academic activities will get displayed in the activity section. So selecting another employee for the non-academic activity, click on the employee name, the employee free periods gets updated, select a subject in the grid and add to the grid in the class. The official activity is updated, click yes and the employee along with the subjects gets associated to the class section in the specific period number and day. Now in case we want to remove an association, for that we can simply click on the button C available in the grid and it will give us a message that the data will be deleted permanently. Are you sure you want to delete it? Click on Yes button and the deletion confirmation message is received. Click OK on the deletion confirmation message and the association of the teacher and the subject to the period is removed from the grid. So this teacher is now no longer scheduled for the selected period. You can repeat these steps for other teachers also. Simply click on the C button, click on the Yes and click on OK on the confirmation message. Repeat these steps to schedule various employees and subjects to the class section. Now let us see some other options available on the screen. In case we want to swap two records, as in replace one period with another period within the same class section, the same can be done using the functionality Swap the Records. For this, click on the button Swap the Records and click on the cell and drag it to another cell in the same class section, and you will see that two periods gets replaced with each other. So let us repeat this. Till the time the swapping functionality button is on, we can keep swapping. So let us again swap and we can replace the two cells as required. After completing the swapping activity, click on the button Completed Swapping and the swapping is done. The other features in the screen are the option Show Selected Activity Employee. If we click, in the left hand section, it will only display those employees who are associated with the selected activity. So here, the activity that we selected is dealing with stress, and for this class section, there is only one employee who was associated. Therefore, in the left hand section, it is showing us only one employee's name. We can select the other activity, select an activity, and the employee name will change as per the activity selected. So Show All Activity would mean that all the activities of the class section will show, and Show Selected Activity Employee will mean that for a selected activity in the left hand side, selected employee will get displayed. Now let us see another example where the system automatically informs the user about any clashes when the same teacher is allocated the same period across different class sections. So in the screen we have selected the class section Nursery B B1, in which let us note that Alpana Ahuja teacher is associated already in the Thursday first period. Now let us try and associate Alpana Ahuja in another class section for Thursday first period. So let us click on the class section, click on the grid and update the grid for class section, and in the employee section, click on the employee, select Show All Activity to display all the subjects of the new class section, and click on a subject. And now let us associate Alpana Ahuja Thursday period number 1, where she is already scheduled in section B1. So as we allocate, first the activity is new to the employee, so it is allocated as the official activity. Click on the Yes button, and the next message that comes is that Alpana Ahuja is already allocated for English recitation. Do you want to replace? To replace, click Yes, and exit, click No. So this is telling us that she is already scheduled in a class section for this period, and if we want to replace, we can click on Yes. So Alpana Ahuja will be removed from the section B1 and added to this class section. And if we click on No, it will not replace. Let us click on the Yes button, and Alpana Ahuja is now associated to the section B3 for Thursday first period. Go back to the old section and you will see that she is no more associated to the previous section. There is a view button also in the screen, wherein if we want to see the timetable without the grid, it will show us the timetable in the plain grid format. Click on the close button to close the view. As required, repeat these steps for different class sections and classes and schedule the class-wise timetable. It is also an important point to know that as we update the class-wise timetable, the teacher-wise timetable or the timetable of the respective teacher is also getting updated automatically in the application. So we have to either update the class-wise timetable or the teacher-wise timetable. Now let us see another feature, that is to allocate multiple employees to the same period, and this refers to multiple allocation. This could be there in the cases where in primary classes both art and craft teacher are teaching the same students for both art and craft subjects together. So that would be referred to as multiple allocation, and let us see the steps to do the same. So we have selected a class section B1 in which the teacher Amina Ansari is already teaching Thursday second period. Now let us allocate another teacher to the same period. Click on the teaching employee to display all the employees, and let us click on an employee. Click on show all activity to display all the activities, and let us select another subject, and then click on the button A on the same period and day. It will first allocate the official activity if it's not done for that employee. Click yes, and then it will give us a message whether we want to replace the two teachers or we want to add the teacher. If we click on yes, it will replace the Amina Ansari, that is the previous allocated teacher, with the new teacher. If we click on no, it will add the second teacher also in the same period, and if we click on cancel, it will not do any action. So to allocate another teacher, click on the button no, and both the teachers are now associated. You can click on the cell of the grid and it will show the multiple activity or the batch schedule done for the class section. So it is showing us the two teachers are being allocated in the class section. Click on the close button to close this window. There is no requirement to click on the save button to save the timetable, and as you click on the A button, it automatically saves and associates the timetable. In the grid, the C button is available to clear the timetable. So for example, if we want to clear the particular teacher and the subject from the period number, click on the button C and it asks for the information to permanently delete. Click yes, and it gives us the message for the confirmation of deletion from the period. Click OK, and the period is now again free. Even if we have deleted the teacher is still allocated with the official activity as earlier selected, but is no more scheduled to this class section for this period. So button C clears the schedule for the teacher and the subject in the class section. Button View gives a clear view of the cell if required. So you can continue scheduling the class-wise timetable as required. Click on the exit button to exit from the screen. Thank you for watching this video.